On Thursday, July the 13th, 1995, Robert Peter Maximilian Williams, better known as Robbie of Take That, heartthrob and hero of millions of young schoolgirls, left the band that was on its way to selling 20 million records. The Five Pretty Boys had become the biggest pop group of its time and had been named hottest teen idols in the world by Rolling Stone magazine. But despite the wealth and fame beyond his imagination, the once cheery Rob had become increasingly fed up and depressed with the relentless tour and rehearsal schedule that was imposed on the band by their manager, Martin Nigel Smith. Rob wanted more than just to be the dancer and backing singer in a polished boy group with a planned image. He wanted to live his own ideas of stardom, compose his own songs, be at the front, party the wild life. He longed to be the entertainer Robbie Williams we know today, the most successful European pop idol, the sing and swing when you're winning kid with the bad boy image, worth an unprecedented £80 million to his record company EMI. Rob, from Stoke-on-Trent, born on February the 13th, 1974, a son of florist Jan and musician Pete Williams, had always wanted to be famous since he'd won his first talent contest at the age of 3, impersonating John Travolta. Rob's father was a local hero and celebrity in Stoke, known as Pete Conway, the comic showman who'd won the television talent show New Faces in 1973. He performed regularly at Jolly's nightclub in Stoke, the country's biggest variety venue. He toured the country as a host, singer and entertainer in variety shows at big hotels, telling jokes and crooning Rat Pack standards in dinner jackets. But Rob's mother, Jan, didn't fully approve of her husband's week-long travels on tour. She wanted something more stable for herself and her 2 kids. And in 1975, Pete grudgingly became the landlord of the unsightly Red Lion pub in nearby Burslem. The daily business of running a pub was too hard on Pete Conway. He left his wife Jan, son Rob and daughter Sally in 1977.
Robbie did actually live here with his parents. His parents ran this establishment in the 70s. As far as I know, obviously a lot of things have been taken out. I mean, all the furniture, fittings and everything that Robbie had here has now it's gone. Everyth's been renewed. But having said that, Robbie still has a strong connection with the area. His father still lives locally and works locally. He does the cruise ships. Robbie's father's also an entertainer, and apparently he does drink in here still. They haven't actually met him yet, but I've no doubt he will introduce himself sometime. I'd like to see if he ever comes back, or he just pop in and say hello. I know he does follow Port Vale, the local football club, which is just around the corner. He still follows them, so if he ever comes to see them, he can pop in and see us.
In school, Rob quickly found out that his qualities as an entertainer and professional joker got him dates with girls despite his chubbiness. He was never a good student. At St Margaret Ward High School, Rob also hated lessons, but further refined his professional skills as an actor.
Hey, what's you steering it? Ain't you never seen a jinx?
He played leading roles in numerous student theatre plays and soon regularly appeared in the local newspapers.
I've been walking for 7 days.
Oh, yeah, I see. You must be running away from the beak.
The what?
Now, don't tell me you don't know what the beak is, me flash, mate.
Isn't a beak what a bird's got?
My eyes agree. A beak is a magistrate for your information. Here, you agree?
Yes, I am.
His teachers called him a natural. but still warned him not to waste his time on silly dreams. But Rob didn't care at all. He'd already set his mind on making it in show business. He took tap dance lessons, became a member of all 5 local amateur theatre societies in nearby Staffordshire, and announced to teachers and fellow students that he was going to be famous. Finally, his role as the Artful Dodger in a production of Oliver convinced everybody in the audience that Rob had the ability to sweep any public off their feet with his remarkable charisma.
Consider yourself as all. Consider yourself for one of the family. Oh, we're talking to you. So strong, it's clear. We're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself a part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Oh, whatever we've got, we share. If it's a chance to be, we should do some harder life. Empty harder lives, flying around. Oh, it's a chance for me, somebody to foot the bill, and then the big star on the air. Consider yourself, oh mate, oh we've lost the hand, and now fast. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself
At home.
Consider yourself
One of the family.
we've talking to you.
So strong.
It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself
Well in.
Consider yourself part of the furniture.
There's a lot to spare.
Who cares? Whatever we got to share. Nobody tries to be loud, desire or apathy. And there's a comforting for all. Only strives to be anti with a rowdy beat. Or when the landlord comes to call.
He took the biggest step in his amazing career in the summer of 1990, when Rob won an audition for Take That. Manager Martin Nigel Smith had the simple plan to create a boy group that would make as much money as possible as soon as possible. And he knew that cheeky Rob had to be in this band. But the kid would have to pay a price for stardom at the age of 16. No girlfriends, no drugs, no bad press, and no public appearances without the other band members. The priority was the show on stage. Thus, Robbie was never given one single singing lesson during his career with Take That. April 1991 saw Take That doing a mini tour through Scotland, and after that the band put out their first single, Do What You Like. The major record company RCA signed Take That in September 1991. But it would take hard work, patience and high school tours through England with sometimes 4 gigs a day until the 5 girls scored their first real hit in the top 20 with It Only Takes a Minute. The track entered the charts at number 16 in May 1992, defining the real audience of the band, schoolgirls. Soon, groups of girl fans would break into spontaneous screams and sobs whenever the 5 boys showed up in public. The new teen heroes were born.
When he was famous.
They shot their first video to I Found Heaven, and in 1993 Why Can't I Wake Up With You and Barry Manilow's Could It Be Magic made Take That the biggest thing in British pop. Hundreds of girls found their way to Rob's mum's house in Stoke-on-Trent, and the police had to secure the star's safety.
Anything that comes from Stoke-on-Trent does well.
But Robbie Williams, seemingly in the 7th heaven of public celebrity, had become increasingly embarrassed about Take That and their image.
but you realise that there is people are scared of catching it. I mean, we're scared, to be honest. Us five are scared of getting it.
The more you learn about it, the more it scares you into being safe.
Yeah.
It's good for youngsters to now realise that, you know, it's not just a problem for homosexuals, it's for everybody in the world.
That's it.
Press that AIDS has gotten the attention that it's been given. I think people get a bit lax, and I think it needs to be in the face more and more. I think the concert like this just brings the awareness level back up.
At regular behaviour meetings, Rob was scolded by their manager for flouting the rules. He took to ignoring Nigel Smith, who thought he was still in control. By the end of 1994, Take That had become more successful than ever. But while doing the Top of the Pops tour, the tensions between Rob and Nigel Smith and the other band members began to show. Rob split up with Take That in the summer of 1995. But the official announcement of his departure from the band after 6 years together came only on February the 13th, 1996. Millions of female admirers were shocked and devastated. Rob was legally forced to stay with the RCA label, and the legal battles with his former manager Nigel Smith for damages were to continue for several years.
Football school
I am now a free artist. I'm a free artist on Chrysalis. I'll be working with my manager, my record company. I'll be working as a team. I've got, I have the final say. I push the button, whatever goes on, from now on, because that's what I've fought for. Do you know what I mean? Who's my manager? Can you come up and stand on stage, please, Tim? This is Don Abbott. Hey! Can I have ashtray as well? Please. Next question. The smoking damage your singing voice. Oh, it stunts my growth. Don't know, it's just a good pop song, really. I wrote it when I was very drunk in a bar in Germany. And it was a good night, actually. Pretty ironic that the song's all about being sober, and I was completely wasted at the time when I wrote it.
When did you decide that enough was enough with the drinking? Why?
I don't know, it just... When things become beyond a joke, you know, it was always a big joke. And so people can normally go for 15 years at the rate I was going at. And I did it in like 2 years, completely fizzled out. Which I'm annoyed about, because, you know, I feel as though in some silly way that I've been robbed of another 10 years of useless anarchy. And in other ways I'm very grateful that, you know, I've come to the point where I've gone, hang on a minute, that doesn't work for you, stop it. There's no point where I went, today I've done enough. I think, you know for ages that you've done enough, it's just doing something about it. That'll be my dealer. I spent a lot of time thinking, well, am I an addict? Or what is an addict and what's the term, you know? And I think that if it's costing you more than money, then you're an addict. And the only way I'm living today is like, you know, I'm not going to have that first drink. It doesn't work for me. And the 1000th one never did. Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm living. I do everything for myself, but the songs that I'm writing, you know, could relate to anybody in anybody's lifetime. You know, everybody hates, everybody misses a form of love, and everybody wishes they were loved more. So that's my life, and here's my piece of work that I've done. I hope you can relate it to your own. I think there's one that's coming on the album called Angels, and that's the one I'm proudest of. It's going to come out at Christmas, and I'm going to have a lot of money on it. It's, while I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and there's no one left to love. I'm loving angels instead, and through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. It's about being protected.
How did they help you get back on track?
If it isn't there in 20 minutes, I don't write it. And that angel song that I was singing before, that took me half an hour to write. So I just sing a line, sing a melody, and I've got my 3 chords that I've learned. They seem to work, the audience seem to like them. And that's it basically. I dream a lot of stuff as well, which is quite amazing. Wake up in the morning and, what was that? Get the guitar quick. I think it's difficult to get a perspective on yourself when you are yourself. You can't really grasp at what's going on around you. I mean, I have days when I feel that nobody's going to buy me my songs, or nobody's going to come to the gigs, and then the next day I think, well, the world's behind me and everyone loves me. But as I say, it's difficult to get a perspective. I don't know what's going to happen with the singles or the albums or the tours. I just hope they do well, reasonably well. I'll be happy with that.
Thanks, Chris.
Look around, you'll see that the great and good featured here in the gallery now includes the likes of the Beatles, David Bowie, the Rolling Stones, Eric Clapton, and so on. Clearly, pop stars have become cultural icons in the same way that political and literary figures have as well. Now that's very encouraging for us. I'd like to introduce to you the inimitable Robbie Williams. Robbie, thanks for coming this evening. Oh, here he is.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, I didn't know I was going to be standing up, but hello to you all anyway. I'm looking forward to doing the show. Great opportunity for me, and great opportunity for MTV as well, so thank you.
Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, we like to think so.
With such a vast array of talent, I'm just honoured to be there.
And being on stage with Gary Barlow, what's that like?
Fantastic, it's good to see him again. He's wearing my top, but mine's a bit knackered now. It's really nice to see him, and also I saw Howard yesterday at rehearsals, and I'm looking forward to catching up on a few stories.
Take that to reform for this.
Mr. Williams! No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's all I've got with me.
You should have phoned me. I'll make some out.
All right, cheers.
Robbie, this way here. Hello, mate. Robbie! 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 Now we can warm up.
Now we're getting warmed up.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I wonder, do you feel welcome in the indie community?
In the indie community, I couldn't care less. They're never going to accept me anyway, and I don't want to be accepted. It's like I said before, I want to entertain. That's what I want to do. Now, I'm not doing this to be credible or to be accepted. If being accepted means that people come to your gigs and they watch your show and scratch your chins and go, yes, we respect that. I don't want that. I want to be screamed at. I want to be screamed at all my life. I love it. I thought originally that it'd be a good idea to do it. And then I thought about the implications, and in the heat of the moment you often get carried away with stuff, in the first 5 minutes. You get an idea, that's brilliant, phone him up, guys, I'd love to do it, and then I thought, well, take that we've all gone several different ways, and Take That was remembered as being fantastic entertainment and a fantastic pop group. We're different people now, and I think we should just leave people with memories of that for the time being. I mean, we've only been split up, what is it, a year and a half, and we could all get on stage and it could all go horribly wrong, and I don't want to risk that for myself, and I don't want to risk that for the people that have the good memories about it as well, So perhaps in a couple of years' time, or whenever, we'd do it, but as it stands at the minute, I'd love to do anything for the Princess Diana's charity, but I'll do it as a solo artist. But I'll come and watch the other 4 boys if they want to get together. I'll lend them my support. I mean, I've got an awful lot of living to do. I had to go out and experience everything to its full potential, and I did. I don't do things by halves. If I'm going to fuck up, I'm going to fuck up brilliantly, and I did. And I've got a lot of things I can write about now. Places that I went to, people that I saw, places that I went to in my head. And it gave me a great opportunity to grow up. I don't think I am grown up, I don't think I've got there, and I don't want to get there, but I had a great opportunity to get a lot of things wrong. Everything up until that point was going right in my life, everything completely, and you just can't live that way. 9 number ones, number one after number one, number one after number one, 50 million albums sold, life is a bowl of cherries, and then something comes and it goes, well, it isn't a bowl of cherries, so it's great to get the yin and yang of it, and I did, and I've got loads of stuff to write about, and I'm so glad I did everything that I did, some of the stuff that I see myself on is quite embarrassing, but that was just like me growing up, and I don't sit there and grimace, I just sit there and I feel sorry for that person that was overweight, showing himself up, partying like a madman. I feel sorry for him, but I had to go through that, because life ain't a bowl of cherries.
Charismatic and greatest pop performer of this decade, and to the only man who could ever capture and distill that genius in songs, Guy Chambers and Robbie Williams.
Unaccustomed as I am to gloating in public, I'll try my best. I had loads of cocky things to say once I got up here, right? And no, I'm not going to do it. I'm overwhelmed. I was just sitting here and watching everybody come up and win the awards, and how big it is just hit me when I was sat at the table. I started out in my solo project with Guy. I said I wanted to be up there with George Michael and Oasis, and I wanted to sell as many records as them. People laughed at me. Fuck off. Let me just tell you something. I've heard reports in some of the quarters of the press that have already written me off before I get there. Look, I made you eat your words once, don't make me do it again, it's too embarrassing.
thought it was going well.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, no, but I've come home and read stuff. It's like I've not, you know, I'm doing really well across there, and I'm just looking forward to making people eat the words again.
What do you make of the youngsters? What do they make of you?
Pterodactyl, little paperclip. No, they're like that. I'm not sure what he's saying, but I think I quite like it.
It's cool. It's good. You know, I'm traveling around the world, and I'm really young, and I've got this job that's amazing, and I'm just having a wonderful time at the minute. As Austin Powers said, it's great being me, baby.
If you voted for it, it's you should take it as an honour and show up and do something.
And not only that, you know, if you melt these awards down, they're worth a fortune to scrap metal people.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So you're always wearing them, are you? Or do you sometimes prefer other sexy underwear as well?
Nein! Ja! Und! I've seen lots of your movies from Germany, and that's where I got the idea from. I think there was this one movie called Niner Niner Ja Ja that I particularly liked, but he had a giraffe on his, and obviously I've turned mine down to a tiger. And the other day I was going along on my motorbike, and I thought, why do I want to beat up Liam? And then I thought, I don't really want to beat up Liam. I want to beat up Noel, because he's a little cunt. And he's a mean-spirited, nasty little dwarf. And I'm finished with his brother. His brother's whatever. But I want to fight Noel now. So Noel, 100 grand of my money against 100. I've done that before. So now, what do I think? He's entitled to his opinion, and I'm entitled to mine. The only thing is, people are interested in mine. If you're looking for romance, and if you, because we've been having such a good laugh reading the stuff that's been written about us. We're not boyfriend and we're not girlfriend. We're not in love. We're just two people that. Probably the two people in the world that have been through exactly the same thing and understand what each other's thinking. And she doesn't want to go out with me because I'm a slag. Somebody to insult me was the worst thing they could say, that I'd be boring. No, I think the worst thing that they could say was, that was over quickly.
The bed, owned by Robbie Williams, which he says has seen plenty of action, has fetched a king-sized £13,000 at a charity auction. The original lyrics to the #1 hit Angels were also sold for a heavenly £27,000. All the money will go to the singer's charity Give It Some.
Thank you for my Echo award. My name's Robbie Williams and I'm from England. It's great to be here to give Britain's greatest ambassador to this star today. Ozzy fucking rules! Yeah, you kick off.
Okay, EMI are really pleased to say we've concluded a new agreement with Rob. This is extremely exciting for us. We've worked with Robbie Williams for the last 5 years. We've sold 20 million albums. We've had a great time. 22 million albums, thanks Rob. And we've had a fantastic time, and the future's looking bright.
And is that me?
That's over to you now.
Okay.
I could extrapolate.
Extrapolate?
Yeah.
No, not on the floor. We'd slip. Yeah, I'm Robbie Williams, and yeah, I'm back with the EMI. I never left, which is great. And you know, I'm glad. I don't know how to do this. Look at you all. I want to continue to break records and make records with EMI. I thought that all by myself.
And the great thing is, we've heard the new album, Escapology, from Rob, and it undoubtedly is his best album yet, and made a brilliant album. So we're looking forward to working on that, and it comes out middle of November.
Yeah.
Hard work.
And that's not just a bunch of hot air either. It is the best album I've ever done, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there, performing it, and seeing what happens with it. I'm really proud of it. You know, it's the first album that I'm, you know, the most proud of. I'm not very good at this today. I've just got off a plane.
How does the deal work? Is it the biggest British music industry?
Well, my mum said it'd be really uncouth of me to talk about money, but I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams.
Is it the biggest, recording contract in the music industry?
I got the biggest cock in the music industry. You should know that as well. Diddly-diddly.
Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you very much.
Biggest cock. Alright. See you later. Thanks very much for coming down. I'm an EMI artist, and I'm really pleased to be. And Escapology's out, and will be out soon, and it's great. Right.
Rob, are you just pleased that it's all over now, that you finally sorted it all out? Because it's taken some time, isn't it?
Well, I'm just pleased that I can announce my retirement today. You know, which is,
What are you going to do with the cash, Robbie?
what am I going to do with it? I'm going to count it all.
Robbie, every day.
Coming up to the top, please.
Bye now.
Good luck. Way to celebrate, Robbie. Take care.
You've got two choices. Hello, I've got a short film that I want you to watch. It's about a global problem that affects millions of children and young people. It's about children being exploited at the hands of adults. It's about the loss of innocence and an early entry into the harshest realities of life. Please watch it. It's short, but it's definitely not sweet. Countries like these are rich in natural resources. Hardwood trees reach for the sun with their dark limbs. Diamonds sleep in the earth or stare from the mountains. But one crop is more precious than gold or opals. An exotic fruit. It grows wild and free in towns and villages. It is prized higher than all others. It is ripe for picking after 12 or 13 summers. At harvest time, buyers arrive from the city. They seek out the tender buds. They pluck the best of the bunch. They cut the roots. They disappear into the dust. Some fruit is for domestic consumption, but most is exported. It can be seen being unloaded at UK airports. Many wealthy countries have developed a taste for it. It's not uncommon for one piece of fruit to be sold 1,000 times over. It is often packaged in eye-catching colours. It is praised for its sweet scent and its sun-kissed flesh, prized for its soft insides and its dark segments. Only the heart of the fruit is discarded, the heart which is broken once the fruit is opened. Every year, over 1 million children are trafficked, transported across borders and exploited on their arrival. UNICEF wants to end child exploitation and are tackling the problem at the source. But we need your help. You've got two choices. Do nothing or do something. I sincerely hope that you will join UNICEF's campaign to help end child exploitation.
So Robbie Williams was approached because he is a local boy. He was born only 6 miles away from this hospice. And it did take quite some time for him to get involved. I think mainly because they wanted to see that we were a genuine charity, that we were moving forward. And what happened is, when we had the building gifted to us, all this fabulous building here, which has cost £2 million, was just a gift from a local construction company. And he came and visited in November, when the building was just a partly made shell. And he was walking around and chatting to people, chatting to the people working on the building, very friendly, very down to earth. Actually met his father about 3 or 4 months ago, and he was saying that this is very important to him. He's actually patron of only 3 charities: UNICEF, Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, and here. So for us that's absolutely fantastic. And he supports this local area through what is called the Give It Some Fund, and he's paid £500,000 into that fund, that local charities can have grants from that. So we do get money from that as well on a regular basis. And he has said that he will come and see us again. So hopefully he will. In actual fact, a little while ago, he supports one of the local football teams. And they were having real financial problems, and everybody was saying, I do hope he supports us. And it was actually quoted, he rang the local newspaper and said, I would much rather my money comes to the hospice, because after all, this is about children who are not going to live. That's only football. So he is very, very supportive. And as you say, his image can be not very good, but certainly local people who've met him and know him say that he's basically a good guy. I get the impression that he likes to put on a show for people. He's the showman. He likes to be very loud and exuberant. But having said that, inside he's a little bit shy. I think a lot of it is it's all show. Basically, he's just a normal guy who's got several hang-ups, but basically he's an okay sort of guy who's got a big affection for this area. And as I say, a lot of it, I think that he says things because he feels that's what he should say. That's how he should behave because he's in the public eye. But deep down, he's not really like that at all. When he comes here, he still goes in the local pub for a drink. He still sees his old friends. So, really, when he's here, he's a very down-to-earth person. It's only when he's away from here that he goes into showbiz mode and becomes, hey, this is Robbie Williams. Because you say that's only the side that people see. They don't see the other side. And yes, he has had problems, but basically he's just a good guy. And for him, it's very important that he helps local children and local people, because traditionally this area, until very recently, had a huge industry. This hospice is built on the site of an old coal mine. So all underneath here is just empty space, because this was where the pit head was, where this building was. And there was a lot of industry, there was the pottery industry, and there's a lot of coal. And over the last 10-15 years, thousands of jobs have been lost in those traditional industries. And this area is quite a poor area. So I think because he's done so well, he wants to put something back. Just up the road here, he went to visit some people who wanted to build a community hall, and he asked how much money they were, how much they needed. And he said, that's fine, I'll write you a cheque for £125,000. And the money has just arrived to them, just in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So he's quite prepared to actually pay money out and support local things. But I think he's very much tied now by his management company, that he can't just go where he pleases. But when I spoke to his dad a few weeks ago, he said he's so keen and he really wants to come. It's just a matter of when. Because we're not given any notice when he comes. We'll just be told the day before, and we're told, you cannot tell anybody, but he will come. Because obviously the place will be mobbed. Well, I know that he's involved with 3 charities. UNICEF, Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, but this is the only local charity that he is involved with, and this is the only one that he is the patron of in the area. So there's only those three.
Got a boyfriend now?
Yeah.
So don't go with anybody else. When you're at school, don't go with anybody else. You're my girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Okay? Cool. Let's go. Love. Jerry. She's my friend, but she's not my girlfriend like you. People think she is, but now they know the truth.
Robbie, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you again.
Always good to see you.
What do you think of your new fan, Robbie?
My new fan's my new girlfriend. What do you think? I think we look good together, don't you?
Yeah.
You're so brave. Where's your mum?
She's in the audience.
I'm not normally this brave without my mum. My mum's in the audience too.
We saw them
again
and again on TV.
Robbie.
And we held.
Kiss. Give it inside. That's it.
Every mother.
There we go.
And another kiss for
Rachel.
Go back to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if there's anything else to say, well, phone Robbie, he'll tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. One more. There's one more lady all the time.
I know.
Yep. Of course I am. Of course I am. When you leave school, you're allowed to be even naughtier. Yeah, good. Where's Rachel's award? It's Mark's got it. Mark's got it.
Let's have a quick banner tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Let's get this in. Do you want to hold it?
Okay, Robbie, straight ahead, please.
You can move out of the way of that light. Cheers.
Thank you.
There we go.
Okay, guys. And tomorrow.
One more just there, please, guys. Rachel, big smile, Rachel.
Go on, Rachel.
Yeah, you can make it, Rachel. Big
you.
smile. There we go.
Brilliant. Thanks, Robbie.
Excellent.
Thank you.
How have you found the ceremony? Very moving so far.
Really amazing, really inspirational. People like Rachel are my heroes, and I've got a little girlfriend today, and it's a tough award ceremony. It really is. You don't know what to say or what to do. I'm just proud to be a part of it, and proud that I've got a little mate now.
Nice to let someone else take centre stage as well, isn't it?
Most definitely. There's not many people that steal the limelight from me, but Rachel really well and truly did it today. Didn't you, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stole the limelight from Robbie Williams.
What do you think of Robbie and Rachel, close up and personal?
Really good.
I've definitely got a girlfriend here.
I think you have.
I'm doing it.
The Robbie Williams success story continues, despite the split-up with composer Guy Chambers. Like any person in this world, the man behind the pop star continues to search for love and affection. But one Robert Peter Maximilian Williams of Stoke-on-Trent has made his biggest dream come true. Heartthrob Robbie of Take That has become Robbie Williams the Entertainer, and one of the last remaining rock stars in the world.